Hello friends. Prick my hair.
Right, here's the video on how to make 2 French braids, tuck your hair, and add in your bow. You will start off by making a left part in the hair, and if you are directionally challenged, you will stick out both your hands, make an L, whichever one is the correct L is your left side. So make sure you part it, and you can use a bobby pin or a comb or your fingers or whatever works for you. After making the left part on the top of the head, you will make a center part in the back of the head, once again using a comb, your fingers, bobby pins, whatever tickles your peach. And then you will separate the hair into 2 halves for your 2 braids. Then you will take a ponytail and section off 1 half of your head. Doesn't really matter which one, just because you will be braiding both eventually. And now you are ready to French braid. You will start by taking a little section of the hair at the top of the head and kind of making a triangle is the best way to describe it, and then you will separate that into 3 small equal parts. Start by taking your top part and crossing it over your middle. After you do that, you will take your front part and cross it over the middle, and then one last time, top one over the middle. To start actually French braiding, you will take a very small chunk in the front of your head and add it to your front piece, and then cross that over the middle. Then you will take a piece from the top of your head, add that to your top piece, and then cross that over the middle. You will repeat this process pretty much the entire time. And whenever you do it, make sure that each piece you grab is very smooth, or if it's bumpy, smooth that out with your hand because you do not want any bumps in your braid. Also make sure that each piece you add in is very tight and that you're keeping the braid very tight. Also remember when grabbing your chunks of hair to keep them very small, not too big, or else when you get to the end, you'll kind of end not at the bottom of your head and you won't look cute and it'll be really weird to tuck. So just don't take big chunks. If you've gotten this far in your French braiding and it does not clearly look like a French braid, you probably want to start over. Now that you're on your final strand of hair to be adding into the braid, make sure whenever you add it, you keep your hands very close to the person's head, because if you pull away with it or you're going in a weird direction with it, it will bubble up and it'll be kind of hard to tuck and it won't be cute. So after that, you will just braid your hair out normally like so, and then tie it off with preferably a tiny rubber elastic because it'll just be easier to tuck with, and then make a little donut with the end of your hair. Now you will need to get your bobby pins ready because we are going to tuck. Take the bottom piece of your braid and fold it up so that it's touching your head, and you'll get this Cindy Lou Who looking little ringlet. Fold it together and then take a bobby pin to secure its shape. Next, you will then take another bobby pin and secure the bottom piece of the braid that's folded upward to the head, so your hair then looks like that. And if your hair is still pretty long and you cross it over and it kind of goes over your head, you're going to fold it again and then take another bobby pin and secure its shape for that. Your next step will be taking your right piece and crossing it a little bit higher on your head and pinning it into place just enough so that it stays at this point. You'll be taking your other chunk and crossing it underneath, and then once again pinning it into place so that it stays. From this point on, you'll pretty much just be adding bobby pins in to cover flyaways to keep the shape nice and sturdy, because trust me, those few bobby pins you put in are not going to hold it. Like I said, you will need a gazillion bobby pins. Then have whoever you're braiding shake their head and feel it to find loose spots, in which you will then stick in more bobby pins to keep it nice and tight to the head. Final touch, adding the bow. Make sure your bow isn't placed too high on top of your head. You kind of want to keep it right on top of the tuck. Then take your alligator clip and pin it into whatever strands of hair you can get it into while still making it center on your head. Squish it in so that it clicks, and finally add some bobby pins to secure the bow, just in case you don't have it secured enough already.